Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Weather News Today with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use. Cover picture today from Sophia Kelly, better known as KK. This is about 8 miles inland in between Belfast and Bangor, Maine. Look at this. Very pretty. Thank you so much, KK. I think they're great. She sent me a couple of them. This one's got some flares in it, but it's still pretty cool. This one is just beautiful. Look at that. And then we close out with the skies. Very, very, very pictures. Once again, these are from KK. Thank you so much for sending them to me. If you would like one of your pictures to be featured on the thumbnail cover of my video, if you've got any kind of cool pictures, or if you just think they're cool, doesn't matter if anybody else does or not, of the weather or things going on in the sky that don't look right that you might catch, please send them to me. If you click show more at the bottom of this video, scroll down, you'll see the email address to send them to. Look forward to seeing them. And if it's your first time here, please click the J7409, subscribe, click the bell, and make sure you get all of the latest weather news, forecast, and alerts. Well, my friends, I think we finally got this storm pegged down, and we might have some good news. Yes, we're still going to have a nor'easter go up the coast, but it may track a little more easterly than westerly. We're going to turn the track on here, and you guys watch as it moves across. What's going on with this, of course, is it's a developing nor'easter. We're going to turn the track on, and here's what's happening, my friends. The biggest weather story for the beginning of the work week, of course, will be this rapidly developing nor'easter over the western Atlantic today and reaching the Canadian Maritimes by tomorrow night. This is in response to a strong upper level shortwave. It's crossing the southeast U.S. today, and it's bringing widespread rain, and it's expected from Florida to central Virginia. Moderate to heavy snow is likely for West Virginia and the mountains of Virginia, where winter weather storm warnings are already in effect. Now, after the precipitation ends in the mid-Atlantic region tonight, attention turns to New England, as a third nor'easter in 2 weeks is expected to bring significant snow from Connecticut to Maine, with some locations possibly getting in excess of a foot of snow. Remember yesterday when I had my live stream, I told you guys I thought some of you guys were going to get at least a foot. Well, it's looking like that's what's going to happen. Now, parts of upstate New York are also likely to get heavy snow through the middle of the week, with the forecast track of the storm expected to be farther southeast than the last two events. Now, the highest winds and waves should remain over the offshore waters because of this, so that's good news. Now, the central U.S. should be relatively mild and mostly sunny over the next few days under a large surface high pressure ridge. Now, the west will be increasingly wet, snowy, and unsettled as a front approaches and moves inland. The greatest rainfall should be focused over the favored terrain of northern and central California, with some locations receiving 2 to 4 inches of rain through Wednesday morning. Heavy snow is expected across the higher mountain terrain, with the greatest amounts likely for the Sierra Nevada mountain area. Well, the snow was coming down in Kentucky, as I talked about yesterday, and as of this morning, the winter storm warning remains in effect until 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 7 a.m. Central Daylight Time this morning. You probably will accumulate another inch of snow in portions of central Kentucky through daybreak today. Now, if you live in portions of central, south central, southwest, and west central Virginia, northwest North Carolina, and southeast West Virginia, you are still under a winter storm warning, and it is going to remain in effect until midnight tonight Snow and some sleet. Remember, I kept telling you, look, that's freezing rain on some of the maps. Well, it's still supposed to happen. An additional snow and some sleet accumulations of 1 to 3 inches are expected. Total snow and sleet accumulations of 4 to 6 inches are expected before this storm leaves you entirely. And once again, that's in portions of central, south central, southwest, and west central Virginia, northwest North Carolina, and southeast West Virginia. You are under this winter storm warning until midnight tonight, Eastern Daylight Time. Okay, my friends, if you're in portions of central, northern, and eastern New Jersey, this is for portions of central, northern, and eastern New Jersey, you are under a winter weather advisory. It's going to go in effect around 8 p.m. this evening and last until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And of course, this includes cities of Morristown, Flemington, Somerville, New Brunswick, Freehold, Sandy Hook, Trenton, Jackson, and Long Beach Island. What to expect? Well, snow. Total snow accumulations of 2 to 3 inches are expected in these areas from about 8 p.m. this evening till around 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now, light rain or snow will develop this afternoon, then it will become all snow later this evening and overnight. Plan on slippery road conditions, especially if it's untreated surfaces included during the morning commute tomorrow. So, that's for you guys in that area. Everyone in the Mohawk and eastern Catskills area along mid-Hudson Valley and central and southern areas of eastern New York, while you are under a winter weather advisory, goes into effect 8 p.m. this evening, lasts until 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Snow is expected. Total snow accumulations of 3 to 6 inches are possible, with localized amounts up to 8 inches are expected. Once again, this is from 8 p.m. this evening until 8 p.m. tomorrow in these areas. Yes, my friends up in the Massachusetts area is going to get it again. If you live in any of these places, okay, like Middlesex, Essex, Western Essex, Suffolk, Norfolk, Plymouth, Eastern Plymouth, all of these areas up in here, Lawrence, Cambridge, Boston, Quincy, Plymouth, Chatham, Fairmouth, Provincetown. I can't get to all of them. If you live in any of these areas, you are under a winter storm warning that goes into effect around 11 p.m. this evening, lasts until 8 p.m. tomorrow. Heavy snow is expected with near blizzard conditions. Total snow accumulations of 12 to 17 inches, with localized amounts up to 22 inches are expected for portions of eastern Massachusetts, when from 11 p.m. this evening till 8 p.m. tomorrow. So please, folks, I talked about this yesterday. I knew you probably were going to get a foot in some places. They've got it up now, the National Weather Service. You may get 22 inches in some areas. So please, please be aware. This is for these areas in Massachusetts. I can't stress enough. Please be safe. And a winter storm warning is in effect from 4 a.m. tomorrow until 2 p.m. Wednesday for everybody in northern New Hampshire, western mountains and foothills of the mid-coast of Maine. That's from 4 a.m. Tuesday till 2 p.m. Wednesday. Heavy snow is expected. Travel will be very difficult to impossible, including during the evening commute tomorrow. Total snow accumulations 12 to 18 inches, and locally higher amounts are possible. Here we go, looking at the map about starting around 10 a.m. this morning. Some of the precipitation has already moved through Florida at this time. We'll just turn it on and let it run a moment. Folks, you would not believe I got this like 60 to 80% chance of snow where I live right here on the coast, but it's not going to stick. My temperatures are going to be a little bit too warm. The ground surface is too warm. It's just going to dissipate into wet rain. That's what's going to happen in a lot of places. But as you can see, the system is going to keep moving on up. And we will turn it off right quick so I can bring the map down. And this is about 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can see how the snow has moved on up and going out across, and by 4 a.m. Tuesday, it's going to start coming in the areas where the heavier snow is going to fall for tomorrow and tomorrow night. As you can see, the main body is closer offshore. That is such a good thing. This area right in here, looking like that's where you're going to get your foot or more snow as it moves on up and across. And I want to let this run right on through Wednesday, when everybody up in New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, it should be getting to track on off at this time. Put it down just a little bit more. You can see it moving on out. Yes, you're going to get snow. Some places heavier than others, some places very light. And we're going to look at the NAM model, which is the forecast model. That's all this model does. I've explained it to you before. It puts out the forecast for areas, and this is around 8 a.m. this morning, March 12th, 2018, Monday. This is what it's looking like. We will move it up to around 1 p.m. this afternoon. We can see the start of the heavier snow here in North Carolina as it's moving across the mountain trail, and we will go to around 7 p.m. tonight. You can see it move on through. We'll hop up to Tuesday. We can see it start to move up the coast. It'll give you some of the idea of what to expect and when. There you go. That's 6 p.m. Tuesday. This is 12 p.m. Tuesday. I'm sorry, that was 6 a.m. Excuse me a while ago. This is lunchtime tomorrow. 6 p.m. tomorrow night. Heavy snow in these areas of Maine, as I just explained to you, all up and down this area. And we will go to 4 a.m. Wednesday. We can see it right in here. And where it's brown, this is all ice. This is over in Nova Scotia. We have ice, we have rain, we have snow. 5 minutes. And we will end it up, of course, with the cloud cover. This is still on the NAM map for all of the sky watching people out there that I have. Here we go. Very cloudy at my house. You probably just heard my weather station go off through my computer here. Yes, very cloudy. Believe it or not, like I've said, I've got a chance of snow too, but it's not going to stick. So a lot of places will get snow, and it won't amount to anything. So don't be surprised if you see some snowflakes coming down here in the mid-Atlantic region. Okay? But don't worry about it. It shouldn't be any accumulation at all to worry about. Mostly rain. Now, this is the sky cover. What it's looking like at 9 a.m. this morning. We'll go to around 2 p.m. this afternoon. 6 p.m. this afternoon. Everything is getting very cloudy now over in the northeastern to mid-Atlantic sections. Down through Kentucky, Tennessee, 11 p.m. tonight, 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, and 12 p.m. tomorrow. That's what it's looking like. So, folks, prepare, especially if you're up in the Massachusetts, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, New York areas, even some portions of New Jersey. You're going to get some snow, and of course other areas, but these are the heavier spots. It's going to get most of the precipitation out of this nor'easter. Also, it is going to track a little bit farther to the southeast. That's good news. You should not have to worry about any kind of flooding when the high tide comes in. Now, this storm is packing winds, but at the same time, it's going to be just far enough off. It's looking better for you in that respect. But so far as the snow that is going to be coming in for those areas, please be prepared. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the upvotes, the comments, and thank you so much for sharing this video. It's very important to share this. Some of these folks could get 22 inches of snow or more. Please share this around. Make sure your family, your friends, your loved ones all know what might be headed their way. With that all said, I love you guys. Each and every one of you have a wonderful, blessed day, and much peace, love, and kindness to all.